And welcome back. Well, homecoming season is here, and many teens are likely to get caught up in the excitement of the game and the dance, and that's great as long as they make smart decisions about driving. So joining me now is Scallon from Before the Wheel, along with Jackie Rottler, past president of the Wisonsin Driver Traffic and Safety Education Association, as well as the driver's ed coordinator for Sussex Hamilton High School. There we go. Good to have you guys here.
Thank you.
This is an important time of year for kids, you know, thinking about homecoming, back to school, getting in the car with lots of their friends. What kinds of things do teens and parents need to keep in mind as we enter upon this season?
Well, a lot of the parents need to know that, one, they need to have a safe ride home for the kids, so that the kids should be able to call their parents if they need to, if the need arises. The parents should be talking to the kids about not texting, not driving. At the same time, keeping the music down at a reasonable level. When they get in situations that they aren't comfortable, to make good decisions and make plans ahead of time.
Is that easier said than done? Because I think as a parent, I can't imagine a parent not trying to translate that to their teen. But when they get in some of these situations, as you've told us before, Anne, risky behavior kind of escalates because there's more people around. So as parents, reiterating it, saying it is always important. How do you make sure they're following along, you know, with what Jackie said?
Well, I think it's an ongoing process. So homecoming is coming up. So take your teen out, you know, to kind of pick out what corsage they have in mind, or what dress, or what suit, or whatever, and bring it into kind of a casual conversation. You still want to get the who, what, where, why, and when, but you don't want to act like an investigative reporter.
Right. You don't want to be quizzing them or grilling them, or because then immediately defenses go up.
Right. Exactly. So you want to talk to them about the different events. You know, where are you stopping for the pictures, or where are we going for the pictures, and what other events are involved, and then are people going more as a group, and is somebody dating somebody new, and make it very casual so they open up about what's going on. And then you can interject some things. Our strongest advice is really keeping the numbers down in the cars, because the teens, when they get together in larger groups, they make different decisions. Very risky decisions.
And they show off to their friends.
They're showing off, and nobody's willing to speak up. They're getting very uncomfortable about stopping the action.
This is a great quote you provided me with a 15-year-old from Driver's Education, and he says there's a lot of texting and driving going on, there's a lot of social media being used, but I would say one of the biggest distractions, which is what you brought up, Jackie, he said is having the radio turned up all the way and dancing and singing going on in the car. You think about it, I remember being a teen, everybody's got the music super loud, you're all singing, you're dancing, things like that. Surprising to hear a teen admit that that's a bigger problem in their mind even than texting and driving. We think as parents or as people in their lives to really hammer home the phone, but sometimes it comes down to even the radio.
We just talked in class this week, and it said the boys are the music people. They want to hear the boom, boom,
loud.
Boom. They want to, and it's not the radio, it's the technology that they hook up their phone, they hook up iPad, and they're changing songs constantly. We also talked about girls in the phone or in the car talk. The conversations, if there's more than 3 girls going in the car, there's multiple conversations going on. They're all trying to talk at the same time, and the driver is concentrating on driving, listening, and participating in the conversation. So it's the different things between boys and girls.
So what advice do you give in that situation? What do you tell teens to do when those things are happening?
Well, the one thing that I always talk about is that the driver is the person who's in control of the car. They're responsible for what happens. If there's alcohol or drugs in the car, if there's how many people, like Anne said, you know, you have to control that. And for homecoming, it's always good for the parents to discuss how many couples are going to be in the car. And even like for us in Sussex, sometimes they go quite a distance to go to dinner and then come back for the dance. And now, do you know your way there and back? How far are you driving? The less in the car with that big group of people is always a little bit better.
We're out of time. Is there one takeaway you want people to know, or any last tip you want to give to parents or teens who may be watching?
I will say that they have done studies, and parents who are supportive and involved, there is a difference in the teens wear their seatbelts more, they take less risks, they speed less alcohol.
I think that's important to know. Have that conversation and truly be that person they can call, as you mentioned, Jackie, too, in case of emergency, or if they're feeling like someone's making poor decisions or having risky behavior, they can call you for a safe ride. BeforeTheWheel.com has more tips and tricks to deal with your teen, help them as well. There's great videos, teaching tools that you can use to be a safer driver. Thanks so much for being here, ladies.
Thank you.
Important conversation.